Okay, so the normal thing, let's go around the table, just introduce yourself, because we have a few new faces here today, and it's great that we all know who everybody is. So we should start from Simon.
I'm Simon, board, second AD.
Kevin Feige.
Steve Rosenwald, editor.
Jim Terrell, set decoration.
John Meyer, production designer.
Chris Gagey, props master.
Derek Blake, props.
Colin Chova, special effects.
Tom Siegel, director of photography.
Mike Fink, visual effects.
Denise Davis, visual effects.
Escalis, art department coordinator.
Louise Mingbot, costume designer.
Eric Sandberg, costume manager.
Gus Menu, picture car.
Rick Parker, animal coordinator.
Amber makeup.
Jennifer O'Halloran, hair.
Penny Naxler, Keith Lighting.
Manchester Key Grip.
Joe Everett, publicity.
Bob Snow, Secret Service consultant.
Harry Jensen, stunts.
Rick Forsythe, stunts.
Diane, chief.
David Ware, assistant Ralph.
I'm DeSanto, in some way, shape, or form.
Brian Singer, director.
Lee Cleary, first AD.
Billy Ray Valentine, supervising production manager.
Okay, so now we all...
Please, sir, you missed us.
Oh, sorry, Bill.
We don't know who you are, Bill. Okay, Uncle Bill Construction.
I'm waiting to see Ray I'm expecting to get Ellis Island storyboards today, and also the finale. Ray, I think, has done. Brian, has he shown all of that stuff to you?
Yeah. We've gone through it. There's revisions, which Ray's doing, which should
Of Ellis Island, or
today.
both? Or
Both.
Both, okay.
Yeah, and then I wanted him to start having a crack at the skeet scene.
Ski, okay. And what will Plug be doing? What's he, do we know what he's
We
going
should put Plug on some of the other visual effects, be sure that's taken down.
Snowy Mountain Road, pretty good one.
Mountain Road?
And we have a basis for that with John Cohen's.
Should check the priorities with you.
So
Yeah, well,
boards
you
on
and
the
I
script
should,
that was completely
actually,
different.
Mike, you and I should
about
really
60% of stuff. there.
start discussing the third act and and also a few other key effects sequences.
I spent a lot of time yesterday making notes.
Okay, good.
Do we have any questions from anybody else right now about anything?
Let's talk about locations for a second.
Okay.
Are we set on that exterior road? Brian, you okay with that? The Canadian road we saw, we okay with that? Is that the location?
John, do you want to answer that? Because I know you had thoughts on that.
I'd like to keep looking and see if we can find something that's more rugged and has more trees to it. But I think we all will agree that as a fallback, that works.
Okay. So you're okay with that?
I'm okay.
Right, maybe we just review for a moment what we might shoot on Tuesday next week. We scheduled to bring back Hallie. I guess some of that depends on how we like the wig today and wardrobe. So she's scheduled to come back. Jean Grey, we've scheduled to come in for everything but the uniform. Does that make sense?
When is she coming?
When she coming Tuesday?
She'd come Monday for a Tuesday shoot. Is there anything, is that worthwhile?
Well, we have all her, I mean, I showed you a lot of her day clothes, right? I think she's gonna look fabulous, but, you know, there's that, that's the issue. You could screen test her day clothes.
We're gonna do her hair for Tuesday? And that's a major factor of her look. Huge hair. Red hair, right?
Is it red?
Yeah, no, I want to redden her hair.
She knows that, because she mentioned it.
Yeah, but we should see that. We
Yeah.
should definitely see that.
So she needs probably.
And we should do,
20th.
we should do everything, yeah, absolutely. Perfectly valid.
So then, I want to go back to the test on Tuesday to make sure that we don't.
There's nothing to do yet with Cyclops.
I don't think so.
You won't be here anyway, right?
I don't think so. I don't think there's.
I think, Tom, we're into
James will
testing
be- but
Cyclops at the end of the day, some shoot day.
Be at the
Yeah,
read.
we closed the
So
deal with
it
money.
is done?
Yeah, and
The
oh,
deal, the deal just closed Friday night late
Okay.
on the money only.
but I'm not concerned about that. What I'm concerned about is the visor and and how it's gonna fit.
Now that it's just closed, we can start to schedule.
Yeah, we should
Right.
make sure that works. Also, I just want to clear up something. The visor is going to have the sort of Oakley's reflective surface. It's not going to be that transparent like piece of red plastic, but it's going to have sort of a reflective surface.
Yeah.
Which is why the mirrored surface is interesting to me, because it's kind of cool. I mean, you stare at Cyclops, Cyclops is staring at you, and you see your own reflection in it. And it's kind of creepy. It's almost like you're the target. You know, so.
Camera,
crew, the lights.
Oh, that's how they do it. The challenges of making film. Hey, Dave. That guy who did that Bruce Lee picture.
Mark, you can have the extra
With all
going
those
spray you
mirrors.
asked for.
Enter the Dragon.
Chris,
He did
what's
it.
the turnaround from Oakley for a new pair?
Okay, yeah, I'd like to see that because, you know, they've run tests by it, but I'm trying to get a visual picture of what this thing's going to look like. I want to lock the color of it, the mechanism. I don't want this to be like a last-minute prop item.
Keeping it these more elegant, darker colors.
No, I know, hey, the creature to the converted.
Why
Tom said, it was him. He said he was trying to uphold the lore.
I'm upholding the lore.
But
They want me to try some muted samples to show you.
I'm going to change Magneto's name back to Eric. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay with everybody?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Jason.
There goes his car card.
What?
We're gonna have to do this thing for Sparks.
So his name from this, I'm
Yeah.
gonna change, so if it's on the script, it all of a sudden says Eric Lensher, just nobody freak out. You know, this is the last minute, we'll change everyone's name.
We start the way every 4th of July movie should start, in a fun little place called Auschwitz. We start with Magneto's origin. We've shot this scene already. And we hop over to 30 years later, 40 years later almost, to Kenya for Storm's origin, where her powers surface and she almost destroys her village.
Light is below her, and above her, and along the edge. So it just goes on forever. That door will be closed, and if it goes somewhere else. This is the mattress, which gives you a ready room. We'll redress it for the ready room. So the uniforms will be hanging here. There's the scene in the end before they go to the island, where we'll have a big table here, and then, like those things that you would push and form with your hand, metal.
Right.
The whole landscape of
One of those pin
New York
boards.
Harbor comes up. And then they analyze what they're going to do, their approach, and work that around the table here, which would be kind of cool.
Oh, should we look at the wheelchair?
Yes.
I'm going to go see the wheelchair. So,
To your right, at the end.
At the desk? Oh, keep going. Oh, he's in here, maybe.
we're just going to cut on through here. Ah, here we go. Look at this. Wow. I think I'm going to sit in it.
I think you are.
Yeah, sure, I understand.
And it's cushions.
Get on, Al.
Nope. You know he likes to drive.
Absolutely.
No, that's not awesome. That's more dangerous than anything. The chair is not dangerous, it's the driver.
It's, well, yeah, that's what I meant.
We have Jean Grey addressing the Senate on mutation as sort of a DNA sequence, which we do of evolution and mutation. Here's some of the early stuff. These aren't the finished costumes on the wall. These are actually stuff from about, I'd say about 4 months ago. So they won't, when you see them on screen, they'll be different. This is the look we have going for Sabretooth, which actor by the name of Tyler Main, who's 7'2". He's ex-wrestler, and our prosthetics guy couldn't be happier.
So the blue then, this is the actual blue, or it's going to be a little different from the tile?
It'll be a little different with the tile. This is close to it, but like doing your bathroom, when the tiles are close together, if anything slips out, instead of seeing plywood behind it, it'll be this color, but it'll be there the week before. And there's an elevator that goes up to the X Mansion, which will duplicate, I think, probably at Casa Loma, the local mansion. And so you can see, going up and down. And that's like Star Trek, the doors are closed, go anywhere.
Right, and there's X's.
Yep.
Lots of X there, right?
Everywhere.
Well, the thing is,
May not be good.
when you're doing overs,
Well, that's a whole other issue, yeah. When you're doing overs, you
overs. Oh, when you're doing an over, you've got this in the corner. You've got this architecture in the corner of the frame.
Just a second.
No, there should be a...
No, he's doing a little experiment here, like what it would look like if it was like that. Want to take a look at that? Hold on.
And then you'd still probably want to put something here, right?
Not necessarily. No, no. Wheelchairs don't really have headrests.
Right.
Airplane seats have headrests.
This was just this was probably the first pass we took at it. I just realized it came up too high, and it didn't cover his ears completely. This is sort of the crux of the movie, which is, I'm not going to explain this. This will give away too much.
So the doors close here, and this is Cerebro. So what'll happen is, you'll see, down this long hallway, you'll be able to see our guys walk and talk, come up to here, doors open, whoosh, come around the other side, and now we'll be in another set, in another place with the same ring, and you'll walk into Cerebro. This looks pretty cool and pretty easy. All these walls float.
Wow.
There's nothing holding them up. They're all suspended from all of, you can see all of this scaffolding here, they're all suspended from the side. That's why we got this enormous rig. But the sort of bonus of that is, it's a rig for the lighting. Now they just got a clamp, they can clamp the lights on as they go.
Maybe we could.
I think it should be right there.
Yeah, I tend to agree.
Otherwise, it looks like he has a neck injury. I think that's the-
Yeah, and it also looks too cockpity and too like it. So
There really isn't a time in the film anymore where we just see the wheelchair without Xavier. He's always in it.
yeah, it's really and I like the idea of his ball. Otherwise, we can't get a shot of the back of his head, and it's always there's none of. Yeah, I think this is good. What do you think?
But this width, the width it would be, which is a little wider,
It may be one.
or
No.
this width.
That width seems nice. That width seems nice. It's more elegant.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is it.
Magneto's layer.
Camera coming through
Oh, I love this now.
When Sabretooth is walking through,
Too bad I don't have a little boy who I can be a hero with.
you can show him the video.
You know, my dad.
There's a waterfall that'll be going down the back of that.
It's cool. I mean, you can just see it easily even doing this, where you can see.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can. It's
So his desk will sit about where the crane is.
It'll be on a raised platform.
The 4 ticking balls on his desk and all of that. And then this section here comes out. There's another section that comes in with the stairs coming down. So when Sabretooth comes in, it's as if Sabretooth comes into a room like this that's on the other side of that tunnel. You can sort of see the wall they've backed over there.
It's so awesome. Is it supposed to look wet because it's under?
It will,
ground?
yes,
This is
exactly.
wonderful.
So
And
that's
this will
what
be
that
water coming over here.
glistening.
For our soldiers, let's start with the big boy here.
On the roof.
These will be the machine gun placements upstairs, up above on the rooftops. And they're gonna have a stand built for them.
But this is what we're planning on using for when the guards hit the kid.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Put the butter
Because this
down,
is-
so.
These real guns or they mock guns?
That's a real one. That's a fake. It's hard to tell.
You know,
It's awesome stuff. I mean, really,
it's that same stainless, so it'll give us the reflective quality of it and the
Yeah.
richness of it.
Yeah.
You know, will be awesome. John's done a great job on this, John. Mark.
This is
what is that?
really-
Just a layer they put on there?
You got to protect it.
No, but the stainless is just like a sheet.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like they cover it like.
Yeah. Now this is what that.
That's what the kids saw.
This is what the
on
kids
the
saw.
internet. You saw laser.
They went out to
funny.
our place in the exterior forest clearing, and some kid saw him digging and came over and asked the workman, and somebody said something about X-Men. The kid's all over it. The kid comes back after the workmen are gone, lifts up the tarp, goes past the yellow
course he
tape,
would.
and looks inside of a box, and he sees this. Laser, they're putting a laser in it. There's a huge dish and a thing and a
That's
button in
kind
it.
of cute.
Yeah.
No, that's cool. It's really
is.
cool. And what is it? Just the name of the company?
Yeah,
that,
yeah, exactly.
That's the good
That's
Checking under the
misinformation
tarp.
that you want. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, there's a laser. We gotta find out what this laser thing is.
The train station, I think that police would have this shotgun.
Shotgun.
Probably not this shotgun.
Okay, no problem.
They would probably not have anything like this. They would probably have guns
Keep it more
like
classic.
this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They'd have Glocks.
Well, this is
and
what
maybe
we were.
this
Glocks are now pretty standard police.
here. Fine, then they'd have this. So these things in midair, like that. But you don't want to have this be wood. You want to have a sense that this could be metal.
Metal.
Right.
Because if Magneto is, using his magnetic force to
Right.
to bring the hammer back
So
and.
if this is black.
This would be for the assault on Ellis Island.
Right.
I mean, excuse me, on Liberty Island.
Liberty Island.
Like when they go in
right,
there with say,
right.
yeah, they're pulling out these. They have these
Fives.
and more and weapons like this.
Plus.
Much more.
Right.
An army of Hessians. So.
Okay, and that's fake? This
That's
is
a
real.
fake, that's a real, this is a Navy model, by the way, this one. Because
The fake looks nicer.
the way they, that's right.
Yeah, what
Lighter,
we'll try to do is use the fake
I was just thinking that.
for the guys in the background.
These should BBs.
BBs?
It has a little electric motor that goes in there, and a little battery. And I think kids
It's amazing what you can buy.
Scary. You know, in the Secret Service, so there's all this running that's going on, and everybody's, you know, making their way inside and trying to cover themselves or whatnot. And you got all this action, at least, to intercut with the boats heading out towards Liberty.
We have a lot of companies moving out toward there too, since it might have a surveillance.
Oh, you know, there'll be helicopters coming, all kinds of stuff.
So, John?
It's just beautiful. I mean, look at this.
And lit?
The way Ellis
But they'd let us do that.
Island connects with the bridge, which connects with this, which connects with the city. It's like really nice.
Yeah. That's kind of nice. I like that.
The human element is here of the people, but the limos, there's no human beings, so it's sort of they're limousines. You'd see them go by, and then you'd see them go there, and the next shot you really want to see is again the human element, which is the actual leaders, you know, as they walk past the procession. But here you always have the New Yorkers, who are all New Jerseyans, who are all.
Brian, how do you feel about shooting at twilight?
Well, definitely, absolutely.
Then you'll see
the
everything.
city will be gorgeous. I
Yes,
mean,
it
it will be
will.
golden, and you know, and then you can cut the closest of people and families again. And I'm saying we were going to do that at Battery Park, but now I'm thinking, let's say that view for that shot that we budgeted outside the apartment, Mike. You know, of a kid who's in Manhattan apartment. He looks out, and the camera goes right through the window, and then save this for the people, because it's almost not a very secure journey for the limousines, and this one perhaps is, and because as I said, yeah, you're gonna see those limos for not that long, and the shot of the limos that I think is impressive is the limos going over the bridge, like a shot of, you know, coming above, you know. They come in here, and all of a sudden, voila! They're in a museum, and there's the exhibit. And there's the life-size statue.
There you go.
I mean, think this is it. There's the exhibit that sets up the metal, the steel. There's the life-size statue, just pull the glass down. It's just, this is it. And then Sabretooth, when he climbs up through the arm and out the torch, the hole, the open hole, and grabs Logan by the leg. When he comes back after Logan frees himself. Okay? So you can feel the whole statue move up here
Just a little bit.
in the wind. But anyway, does that all, you got that, Tom?
I got it all.
I'm serious. That should be what happens. So, but now we have to figure out how to inexpensively replicate a conflict inside the inner structure, because if you can sell it with one plate or 2 points of view and then a facade with some girders,
They just go
you can
tight.
sell their whole action.
You'd have to build.
Can you get up a second?
Yeah.
I just want to see if I can get a shot of the torch.
Well, what's her name? Stacy's manager, Joanne Horowitz. But I like the idea of
30-foot high section.
How wide? To do a pan down or to put it within a plate?
You need enough to cover their action, or else we get into blue screen.
And you need an exterior facade to show where Logan's climbing down when Sabretooth first jumps him and then plows him into the statue. And we need to create a story device or some way to cut into the statue. This is probably against my better judgment, but we're going to now sign off on the budget.
Don't say that. You're excited about it. You're excited? You believe
No,
in
we-
the budget?
I believe in the
Of
budget.
course we believe in the budget.
At this moment, I feel excited about it. At this moment.
Now until the end.
Hold on.
Signing the budget.
We gotta.
Here we go. All right. That's not really.
Sammy, please
You wanna
send
hold this?
money.
Wanna hold this?
Does it say
Wanna hold this?
Brian?
Alan Smith, he doesn't count, Brian.
Why did you sign David?
When Bill Murray in Stripes.
Which is, where am I signing?
Send
Just initial,
Just
put your
initial right
initials
here.
next to ours.
And the next page.
and then
Little
one more
online
this is the schedule that matches everything else.
Up at
It's
the
right
top
there.
there.
Want to do that?
Yep.
The ceremony.
Here you go. That's it.
There we go.
We're making a movie.
Congratulations.
Congratulations to you.
We,
Thank you.
Long time coming.
Yeah.
Good.
The scene we're having tonight, I'll be over there in a minute. Those people are not very good anyway, so... Okay, now, the scene we are doing tonight, we're obviously at the United Nations function. We will begin the evening by everybody will be down on the grass here, milling around with champagne and stuff to eat. People will be announced as they come in, the King and Queen of Sweden, the Queen of England, oh, she's not here, but a bunch of people will be introduced, and you should take a look at them. If you're already in the party here, you should take a look over and you know, acknowledge that there are some very important people here.
So now, let's start
Where
with high.
are you two from? Are you the King and Queen of New Jersey?
I think so.
Is that the?
You know what we really need is
How you holding up?
Okay. Now, can we run the whole thing in one, or we have to wait for the light effect?
I can't do the fireworks and then do the big light thing all in the same thing.
Okay,
so, yeah.
fine. So we'll do fireworks up to when the Secretary General just smiles and turns around.
What's that?
Turns around. Maximize time and camera.
He's a young director and inexperienced, I suppose you'd have to say. This is what, his third movie, certainly his biggest in terms of budget. What he has, more than most film directors, is taste. He knows what he likes when he sees it. I wouldn't put him high in the articulate lists of being able to describe exactly what he wants. But you know, those sort of directors are often very boring, the directors who know best. Brian doesn't know best, but when he sees it, he recognizes it, and at that point he does know best, and I trust his judgment in matters of taste above almost every film director I've worked with.
No, I don't think so.
I just think that they should come a bit further.
I don't know about. No, but I'm not 100% sure they should drop down so much. Okay. I want to see a version where the back is down, then I want to see a version where the cheeks drop down as well. Just in. Yeah.
We should get a version
No,
that
yeah.
comes down
Now that
farther.
I look at it,
I agree. It seems to be.
now that I look at it, you're right. I think we should get a version where the cheeks drop down a little bit.
Straight down from here, so we go almost
Come
down
down.
to the top of the outfit.
A little
On
here.
the side.
Well, everything drops down a little. I
Right.
mean, like. Alright.
Just there, okay.
Yeah.
'Cause we were
But not too
thinking a
Fu
little
Man,
bit
not
more.
too
Right, okay.
hanging,
Right.
and then this come
A little straighter.
and a little straighter, so
Straighter.
his head looks more
Right.
powerful and less angular.
Right,
Angular.
regular.
Regular or angular?
Angular.
And we're going to, Brian, we're having this re-airbrushed, not this one, but another version of it, where we can maybe bring out the highlights a little more,
Yeah.
bring out the lowlights, maybe do a little bit more
Shadowing.
Shadowing.
Yeah.
So I
And
think it could
now,
be
now I'm wondering
more-
is can we make, instead of paint this dull, can we make it more metallic and more
Yes,
reflectant? Maybe
absolutely. But is that going to be a problem for your green screen?
that I don't know. We'll have
Right.
to find that out. Yes.
But so we have a version, one side no, one side yes, but we could absolutely do one where it's really bright. That might be nice. And we could
Try one.
actually do where maybe to go along with this detail, you could do the touches of here really bright silver. You know what I mean? So where the highlights, the cheekbones on the top of the thing could be more really not so
Well,
satin finish and more reflective.
Yeah, I
That'd
just I don't want to be
pretty.
careful he doesn't look too much like a car. You know, like,
Yes.
like
Also, shouldn't there be that device on here?
what
No.
device?
No,
The
there was always those little
icon.
horns.
Classic sort of.
But
little
that's what I think we gave you with
icon.
this. This was our, I thought, a nice version of that device.
Yeah, because Magneto's helmet's actually the traditional comic book helmet's a bucket basically with an emblem on it, and this is this now the piece is the emblem.
But does the head look too small for the big body?
You could enhance it a little bit.
I think if it looks like a bucket, like something that you just could slip over your head without manipulating the metal, it will look, it'll just look crude.
Watching what he gets to in each scene is sometimes an arduous journey, but always great and a great surprise by the time we're finished shooting at the end of the day.
All right, Logan is about to put the claws through his body. He's thinking about it. And we're going, pop! Get ready. And we're going to do that again. Some people prepare yourself and pop! I think you have a great opportunity here to talk about the journey of somebody who reads people's thoughts. Like that, you're dealing with the most profound thing. What kind of life does someone live when they can look into people's minds?
Yeah, but just be careful that the story has to, if he's got to keep Wolverine's attention, it has to be about
but he's
Magneto.
And it's
Who is
about
Magneto
him.
and what their relationship was.
But it's also about Logan. It's about his journey too. That's what he's.
And it's also
it's about like it's about.
That's where we did the rehearsal from, sir, yes.
I know how you feel.
Right.
What's it like when you cut yourself and all your friends run away screaming and you just heal? What's it like when you realize you're not aging? What's it like when people put things in your bodies like this? I mean, here he wants to say, I was scared.
And it's also the motivation for why he's even creating the school. He felt alone and afraid and confused, and he didn't know what was going on.
It's just I was frightened and alone. And you hear some commotion, so you turn around. You turn around like this. Like this. As you turn around to look, Toad, literally, is that the wall? Yep. That's the wall there. Toad is going to leap up onto the wall right behind you. You don't see this. On the wall, and you go whoop, right out of frame.
How do you like those twisting? Like, you know, the twist
Oh, yeah. That's cool, yeah.
9.2.
Oh, 9.2.
Put my knees together? I've never been asked to do that in my life before.
I've never asked anyone to put them together.
Well, let's forget it, shall we?
The first Magneto Xavier scene in X-Men 1, which so many people have mentioned, was my first day's work.
Action!
And it was very, very strange. I didn't feel absolutely rooted in who I was. Ian and I had not had an opportunity to really examine this historic relationship. I was still, not entirely comfortable with the wheelchair.
And cut.
But Brian, as a director, was still new to me. Yes, I do. I don't want to be too... I know, in fact, that what gave that scene the kind of intensity that it had so early on in the film was that Ian and I brought our history into the scene. We had known one another in the RSC, had similar backgrounds, and I think there was a connection made between us which had to do with history and trust and the background of the actors involved that bled into that scene when, all of a sudden I was out of my trailer, up on this high floor of this modern building in Toronto, in my wheelchair. I hadn't got to know Tom, our DP. Everything was very strange. It's really disorienting. But the focus in that scene became, Ian McKellen and Magneto, and everything else just had to be put aside.
Maybe that's when Anna should save his life. Right there. Now I just feel, now it all of a sudden works, where Anna should go, no, and Hugh just goes, he turns around, here's the knife comes, he just goes, slow, change, and these claws go in slow motion. This will be the effect shot. Right. And then from the side, back up all the way against here. Why can't you? The big thing, we're building to this moment. Claws go, God, how thick is Stu's neck?
It's thick.
I don't know if it's gonna work.
Why don't we bring Stu over here?
Now, here's the problem.
Kevin Rushton!
The guy with the shotgun thing, the shotgun gag, does not work. Well, the bartender wouldn't come all the way out there to facilitate this. He would go like this. He would just go, Logan, stand the fuck down.
We haven't seen this part of the bar yet. We haven't seen anything.
You will see all of this. By the time this scene is over, you'll have seen that direction, this direction. Met the bartender, you'll see him.
Brian, we can redo this bar area. We haven't seen this today in order. Put another post where you want it here. We cheat this around, and you've got the push off. Okay, so he's holding him with the cross.
Move this all out a little bit.
We can do that, John, right?
Yes, absolutely.
All we saw was this corner.
So this is all made to move.
I think you do one of these. You do this and you grab with a claw.
Yeah.
You backhand. Because if you backhand, you can grab right away. Right? Backhand.
Backhand this way?
Back like this. Scott, do this. What if I got him like this and he does this and I go ka-ching, right? Watch. Keep holding the gun up. It's going to be shorter. Ka-ching. Right away. Do backhand rather than.
I love the
forward.
idea of him not holding the claws of the guy's throat, but in the end, having something like the gun with the claws up, like half a gun,
like this,
with the claws up, or having his wrist, or holding on to him somehow.
Well,
like
It's cool to have the two pieces of the gun and the claws
up
at
again.
his throat.
But like the.
This is good work. This is really great stuff.
I was there for 3 weeks before I shot a single thing. But that first day of shooting, I was so nervous, man. And I had to say 3 words. I had to say, where is she? That was it. I had to walk through the door, hit my mark and say, where is she? My heart was pounding, It was, I think everyone was sort of going, who's this guy? There was a lot of that and, is he gonna deliver? And you can feel all that kind of pressure. Hang on, I know this guy's 6'2", what's he doing? He's 6'2" and he does musical theatre. He shouldn't be doing well, because I'd just come off a musical theatre show. And to be really honest, I think 4 weeks into shooting was when I really found the character. And Brian, I'm pretty sure he'll agree with you there. Not that it was bad, first 4 weeks. I don't think it was like you could chuck it out, but I was thanking him so much at the end of the movie because I realized the first 4 weeks I'd done largely incidental stuff. They felt big, like, where is she? It felt big at the time, but it was really nothing.
And Hugh, you kind of react to that like, ooh, you sneaky little mind-reading person.
The information isn't about that. Oh, okay. Bit of that in there. The information of Rogue going.
You don't know what you're talking about.
The information that Rogue's gone. It's gone over
The information that Rogue's gone, you know it, and now you're interested. You said like
Okay.
he knows it, and you look at him like you know it, and almost as if did you have something to do with it? What the hell are you? Oh God, that
Okay.
you know, yeah. Okay, let's go. Hi.
Last time I jumped up.
God, he's good. He's fast. He's too good. And he's mesmerized me. Oh.
Guillermo. Say Tom. And 3, 2, 1, go. And we have cut.
Hey!
You right, Hugh?
Yeah, I just missed the fucking glass.
Set the motion.
Want to rehearse one?
Always the suit's fault, never the actor. Come in if you're dressed.
Oh, too many people in here?
Oh no, this is the X-Men roundup. Where's Storm?
She'll be here shortly. You just
You look fantastic.
Yeah, you're winning,
Very
babe.
good.
Hey, you're so winning.
But I like it zipped up too.
Yeah, no, I'm just opening for my own
Can you zip up a
ventilation
little bit?
sake. It's not-
She's doing it for me.
I'm doing it for Tom.
It's for me.
I just hate to see Wolverine towering over Cyclops. It's my only thing I had.
So what's the, what is this shot? Are we all in a straight line?
No, you're all coming up. I could stagger you guys. I could have, I could have Cyclops come in first, like this, and then Logan's kind of lower in the background.
If he's near the
And then I gotta see. You know what? I gotta position.
Put him next to
Stick
Hallie.
me next to Hal.
Because whenever there's a full-length
Yeah.
shot like that, we maybe
Yeah,
ought to stagger
girl.
because the how many shots are there?
But you
like
guys
that?
are a lot together in your.
Yeah, okay, why don't I just get with her then?
Oh, okay.
Is that it? Is that what you're saying?
No, that's
We're
not
over
what
it.
I'm saying. Cyclops.
I'm going to Alaska.
Let's
done.
fight this out in the trailer, okay?
I don't like the way he looks at you.
You have to trust him, sweetheart.
Yeah,
Rebecca's very
she's here.
Yeah.
They painted her body, so she's kind of used
Body?
How comfortable are you? You just
Very
be honest.
comfortable.
Big
I
one.
could just wear this forever.
You just
Hopefully
may.
my body would conform.
They're all, you just missed the, they're all wincing in pain. You're not alone.
Everybody.
But it breaks in.
It does?
Yeah.
Good. How do you know?
months.
Hugh's gonna wear his for
Excuse me, maybe
all
your cop
weekend.
uniform breaks in, but.
So you happy?
Yeah, I am. If you really want to know my honest opinion, I think it's a safe way to go. I think it's very original. I mean, we were obviously under huge time constraints in this situation, as we were with casting, whereby discovering you and was, to me, a tremendous, wonderful, fantastic thing. In the case of the uniforms, I think it's an adequate kind of, it's very X-Men #1. Uniforms, they were, I mean, if you look at the first X-Men series of comics that came out in '63, they're all very uniform. And you know, when I saw them all hanging in the racks like that, when you do that in that scene, it was powerful. It said, this is a team of strange people who have these strange suits. I mean, it spoke very much that.
Yeah.
I think in a sequel,
You have to adopt more.
you get a little more crazy and
Do you think that's the mask thing?
well, you know, the problem with the mask is, you know, I couldn't contrive a reason for the mask. And then your mask is over your face, so now you're really a masked man running around this movie, and the audience has.
Yeah.
And if you've ever seen a movie with, like, when Batman has his mask down, it's all about being hidden and the character and the fun of it. You're deprived of a lot.
Yes.
And people, you don't realize until I started envisioning you wearing a mask for the third act of the movie, and I started thinking, well, what's that about? Who are you, Dark Man? Who are you hiding from? You know, and that, so, you know, I think you know, the X-Men could come up with an excuse for you to wear a mask, but remember these things like masks and you know, the wings and all that were just designed by drawers and painters to create a sense.
Well, you got to have huge difference in look for a comic. When you're reading a comic, obvious colors, so that you're not, you know, you're reading the words and that's that character, so you can read fast.
Yeah. Yeah. So that, So in terms of I think the word is safe.
Yeah.
I think there's.
Yeah.
I think we'll photograph them nice. I think they'll be safe. This is a great moment. You think Defoe had moments like this? Okay, guys.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
I don't want to cut everything around.
This is it. Looks good.
Everyone should code up.
Yeah, do me a favor, one more time. Wherever you're going until we're ready to actually roll cameras, please keep the code on. Because we have photographs of Sabretooth, Cyclops' Vise, we have photographs from on the set, probably have photographs of me yelling at people, all on the internet and on Entertainment Tonight, so I want to try to keep these,
They caught me?
keep these
Selling
off.
photos?
Yeah, it's all you.
Okay.
Yeah, so don't let Gary take your picture.
This is how we recreate the atmosphere of Los Angeles.
Yeah, this is
Keep us from getting
I know.
homesick.
I'm very homesick here in Toronto. So we've, as you can see, recreated the
air quality.
The air quality of Los Angeles right here in Toronto. I'm very proud of our ingenuity. Okay, stand by to shoot now. Here we go. Action. Look. Now let's get back to one. Focus problem. Could you, and when he looks back, could you rack back to Cyclops? Yeah, absolutely. Thank you.
So you guys have nothing better to do on a Friday night than to stand out in the freezing cold and. That's not really cold. It's actually not that bad.
It's not really freezing cold.
Do you know what we're shooting here?
Yeah.
X-Men.
Forget everything.
I know what X-Men. That's right. And this is our director.
Hey, hi. How are you?
No way, singer. That's him. That's him right there.
How are you doing? Good. How are you?
I cannot wait.
Here.
You don't understand how long I've been waiting for you. Who are you? You're not a singer, are you? Ryan. Really? What other movies have you seen?
Lucky Suspects. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you. Appreciate it.
We're running a rehearsal.
Oh, because it's a great location for this set piece.
All right,
come
singer.
back and say hello. We're waiting for the hearing.
I had to run back.
This is just part of the set. We're going to extend it through visual effects, and this bottom ring of the monolith will just be a little piece of it. It'll actually go up 10 stories tall when you see it in the film.
How long did it take you to build it?
Oh, that's you, but we're about
From start to finish, to this stage now, including leveling this, planning the lake, planning the water, planning the everything, it's about 9.5 weeks to today. Including down the hole, which is all drained. We had to dig a hole, and that's where the device sits down in the bottom. Concreted into about 40 cubic feet of concrete in the bottom of that hole, all reinforced, all grounded in case we get hit by lightning. God forbid.
Which we almost did last night.
Yes, we did last night. Yeah, we had lightning hit the
Were you out here last night? Oh, it was fun.
It was like the reverse of hell, I guess, was shooting that set. But no, that would be heaven. No, it was so cold that we were sitting on stainless steel chairs that we were sticking to, and our breaths were like steam engines. It was a pretty arduous, cold, frightening shoot, and it rained a lot, and it added to my terror, certainly, to be out there in the middle of a lake with all this incredible equipment around us.
The fun thing about this one, it's gone through initial design stage with traditional illustrators, then it's gone through sort of a CG modeling stage as well. So the fun thing about this project is that we're using every art and every trick available to us. So we're doing miniatures, full-scale builds, partial builds to be extended by miniatures and CG effects, and that actually makes it great fun.
When are we putting the ring?
We took the ring off.
And also, is that a light element, Tom?
There's a little light in the center of it.
No, but what are the things coming off the side?
It's actually hitting the sun right now as it's going around. Those are just reflections off the sun. I don't. That's something that's part of John's design. I guess it has to do with the mutation magnetics of thermodynamic gene manipulation or something, right?
What's that thing?
I couldn't have said it better myself. The four discs. The four discs. They spin together, and the light at the top spins separately.
But those aren't. That's one light. So what are the tubes coming out?
That has to do with the thermo. That's what I was telling you.
Shut the hell up.
You obviously know nothing about gene mutation.
Well, you know that's why I have experts like yourself.
Yeah, where's the gene consultant?
Gene?
Gene, where are you?
Oh. Can I play Cyclops? Can we just switch it all up for now?
Easily.
Stop.
Turn.
Clock. Stop blinking. We can see you blinking.
It's not working. It is. Cut. That was the worst one.
I'm gonna play Gene.
Yeah, you play Gene.
Fucking Amsterdam. It's like, God.
Contact him. So they get some gain some weight, still go to the gym, go pump up a bit. That's why I was playing Darth Maul, and
But I think that we had a kind of almost a little darker, kind of colder approach. And I don't mind that, to be honest with you. When the movie deals with discrimination and outcasts and things that at one point in everyone's life, everyone has felt like an outcast on different, relatively, I guess, but everyone can kind of relate to that, and it's not always happy.
Rebecca, hey! Oh, sweater.
Here's all blue.
Oh, I think I left my phone. Honey, that wasn't even. That's not a cup. Oh no! Oh, poor guy. I want to confirm that in the movie. Ooh.
Lance. Sir. Which seat is in left or right?
What?
That was really funny. Oh, I know it was your fucking mochaccino.
It's life.
1, 2. Go! And cut. Everybody be absolutely quiet. Shoot.
It's all acting.
I like the overhead one the best.
Well, this one I would use for the launch, for the initial, for the lightning bolt and launch. And for his initial launch, then I would cut to
this one,
and some other shot. Then I would cut to the one past Jimmy. Then I would cut to the over the head. And I think
really
that's
milk
the end
it,
of the
really
frame.
milk a hole.
Yeah.
How did I look?
You look fantastic.
Great.
How's your back?
It's a little stiff, but I'm okay.
And action. We're going backwards. 3, 2, 1, stop! And train!
honestly say that's another point in this film where there was no acting required, because we would, of course, you couldn't rehearse it. It took a whole night to set up this train carriage. I mean, I called my wife. I said, Deb, you have to come down and see this. My wife's done 25 movies, so it's not like a movie set is new for her, but I said, you have to come and see this. And she said, I've never seen anything like it. A complete train carriage before our very eyes, and with us inside it, and packed, just completely rips into two.
Train!
And what most of you won't know when you see the movie is what happened straight after we cut was the little sparks turned into little droplets of flames.
Okay, please be quiet while we make sure everybody is safe.
It was amazing. I remember Brian saying to me when we had to match the shoulder, the camera was behind me, and my reaction to that, he said, Hugh, we've got to match that. This was a day later. I said, what were you doing? You were doing some kind of crazy little dance. What was all this? I said, you kidding? I was scared out of my mind. It was unbelievable. And Anna next to me was just meant to grab onto the seat, and she's going, grabbed onto my arm. And I think I had bruises for a couple of days from her grabbing, because this train just completely ripped apart, sparks flying everywhere. It was fantastic. I loved it.
Okay. Here we go, please. Icy calm, everybody. Can't we just get along? And, ladies and gentlemen, Anna Paquin is finished on the X-Men.
Let's set it
Caffeine
for
high.
Vegas.
Set it for Vegas.
Bar,
Tonight.
bar.
Blackjack.
Blackjack. Monkey.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, it is my duty as first assistant director of the film to inform you that Mr. Patrick Stewart is wrapped from the X-Men.
No, you can leave it. Tom Rothman just called and said we're being released July 4th. We're being released July 4th. Rothman just called. We're the big summer event push movie. Yeah, they just decided it like an hour ago, and they just.
Does that mean we
Tom
get more
just
money?
called. Not for the budget, but for the promotion. Oh yeah.
Or more for post is where you need it.
Well, and probably.
It will be, because it's fait accompli. And I go on record saying this because when they have to get it ready by July 4th, it's going to cost a lot of fucking money!
And you heard it here first.
Yes.
And ladies and gentlemen, Miss Ellison is now finished from the X-Men.
His seriousness about it and his passion for it was something that you weren't going to fool around with. And I think if there'd been any sense from anybody that all of this was really a bit jokey, I think it would have, that person would have been terminated immediately.
And I was like, I said to Ian, you've got to play it more real. I just need real. I need a real person. He's hanging there with the cape on and the helmet, and he's just hanging, and he just goes, I'll try it. Oh, God.
This is your second film with Bryan Singer, right?
And my last. Oh. Yeah.
I was like, what would you really do if, like, your visor flew off and you accidentally flew off?
I tell you like you really would with you see there trying to get slime off of someone's face.
Yeah, like what would you do if, like, a toad guy? Yeah.
A toad guy jumps in
Jumped in front of you and you stopped him with your telekinesis. Like,
I'd go, what the
how would you react to that? Just do that.
Yeah.
Oh my God, now I have all kinds of pain.
set. We have a little gift from the X-Men to her for her win the other night. So she'll be here in 2 minutes, and we're going to present her with something from the company. So while you're wrapping, she will be here in a moment. That's what she's here for. She knows nothing about it. Thank you. Thank you.
Hi, Hallie. For she's a jolly good fellow, for she's a jolly good fellow, for she's a jolly good fellow.
Another speed. Hallelujah. We couldn't get the
I
big
didn't want to cut it. You just take it home like that. Take it home. Wow. What? Do it. Hey. Who's got the plate?
Oh, my finger.
Here's her hand.
There you go.
You able to?
Oh.
Practice for your wedding.
First cut. Go like this.
All right, now you gotta eat that piece of chocolate.
Yay, Howie!
I'm not going to make a speech. Give me the God mic. Give me the God mic. Hello.
You're all speeched out.
I'm all speeched out, but hello? I just want to tell you guys that never before have I worked on something and I felt so much love and support by the cast and the whole crew. And not that being allowed to go and everybody being so agreeable and wanting me to go have my most prized moment has meant the world to me. And this is icing on the cake. The love that it's shown me. It means so very much, and I'll never forget this experience. And all of you are a part of the proudest moment of my professional life because you are all with me. And I do too. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Hugh Jackman is finished.
On behalf of my wife and I'd like to donate my nose plugs to medical research. I want them. That's a wet one.
All day for that.
Hey, it's just a hug.
Sure, That's what you said when you got the part.
We'll see you more to go.
Yeah.
See you tomorrow. Bye-bye, video.
Bye.
Okay, as the last drop tumbles. Brian, are you done? Yes. This is yours. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that is a wrap on the X-Men in Canada. On his back. Oh, Dave. Real careful what you're bringing. Bring it on. Turn it up. Louder, David.
Tom DeSanto. It was great meeting you, and it's wonderful to see you come to the end of your.
No, it is. It's a good feeling. Thanks for making it happen.
You made it reality. Real pleasure. Me and 57 other guys.
See that? My name?
Kevin,
Thank you.
4 years.
Thank you for documenting for all of us.
That was such a
welcome. Thank you.
All right, watch it back.
Good
That's
for
all we
that.
need again.
Another one. 3 down. How many more to go?
Yeah.
Who knows?
Exactly. Another notch on the old finder.
Yeah, a little,
It's 1/2.
little notch on the gun stock. This was March, wasn't it?
Yes. This is 3 and 1. This was all.
A lifetime.
Yeah.
And look how we ended. Look
I
how
know.
we ended. Right where we started, in the mud. Just like evolution coming out of the muck and mire. To a new
That's
species.
how we all feel
and
right
then
now.
back to the mud. Very cool.
I'll race you to the airport.
Yeah.
Gene? Gene? You saucy wench? Gene?
Thank God.
Claw City.
Cagney or Lacey?
I'm Lacey. I'm proud to be Lacey. She was the badass blonde. And we're gonna run camera. Hey, come on in. 'Cause I got something to show you. Come on in. This is not yours, by the way. This is Oscar's. That is not yours. That's Oscar's, and you better not take it from him, because I know.
Oh, how gorgeous
He's
is
got.
that?
As soon as I get a whole set.
That is brilliant.
Of course, Marvel. I've been calling. Oh, we don't have them yet. So I'm at the Shrine Auditorium yesterday because me and Tyler went down there to talk. They're selling them illegally there.
Oh, get out of here.
I love it. You're the producer. You couldn't get
That's
it.
right,
You
I
had to
couldn't
go to
get
the
it.
illegal
I went
place.
to the illegal place.
I love that. That is hysterical.
That is amazing.
Hey, you've made it, darling. You're a toy.
John, look at the monitor. Oh, you can't look at the monitor.
I want to
We'll flip the monitor in a second.
Oh my God. We don't even need Famke. Let's just use the doll.
Look at that.
Baby, I'm so sexy. This is what X-Men do to you.
Get the baby.
Before, after. You remember that?
Just leave it hanging out.
Charles out there.
Oh, I want to hang it.